You want to talk about religion and politics? What could go wrong? What's going on, boys? We're back with another video. We don't got the suit on today. It's hot as hell in my office, so we're not chucking on the suit. Just repping the black shirt, though. Today's video is going to be about why we can't get rid of oil, basically. Because I was thinking about it, right? Like, it's so critical to the planet. And then I see, like, people like Just Stop Oil protesters. I see, like, people who are more, like, into green politics and all that. And it's like, you're fundamentally misunderstanding how critical oil is to our civilization. So I felt like I should make a video on it. Then again, these are my opinions. You don't have to agree. You can always disagree with me in the comments. And I'm not trying to say green energy doesn't have a spot in the planet. It obviously does. They're very helpful. They're convenient. They do have their pros and they have their cons, just like oil and gas do. So let's just get straight into the video. Why can we not get rid of oil, basically? Okay, say hypothetically, we want to phase out fossil fuels or severely diminish them in the United States. Let's discuss how this could not happen. According to the US Energy Information Administration, around 2024 to 2025, fossil fuel power plants make up 64% of all power plants in the United States. Then we have nuclear at 18% and renewables at 23%. So we can see straight away, fossil fuels in the United States already dominate 2/3 of the energy industry. And you can't just reduce the amount of fossil fuel power plants in the US because you need a constant, controllable source of energy to send to all these cities. And the United States has over 300 million people living in it. And nuclear energy is not enough to make up the difference for these fossil fuel power plants. And solar, it's not consistent enough because the sun is only up half of the time, and then this doesn't account for weather conditions. You're probably wondering, why can't we just scale up nuclear, hydro, wind, and solar? I'll tell you why. I already explained solar. You're getting zero energy at night, and you have to count on having clear skies constantly to have efficient energy production for solar panels. Wind is also not consistent enough because wind speeds can drop for hours or even days at a time. Hydropower, for the most part, is already maxed out. Most viable dam sites have already been built upon, and the rest are placed under environmental restrictions, so the federal government won't even allow companies to build new dams there, even if they wanted to. Lastly, nuclear. You'd need 4x the amount of nuclear power plants in the country to match fossil fuel production levels. Not even that, though. It's a bureaucratic nightmare. You need a large upfront capital investment to actually start building the thing. It costs billions and billions of dollars to build these power plants, but also they take 6 to 10 years to build, and that's the best case scenario. In the US, sometimes they take longer. The Vogtle electric generating plant took over 10 years to build, and it ran far over budget. So you can see, this would be a bureaucratic nightmare. Let's say we started today. Bro, it would take like 25 years plus to even like get near the achievable goal. It just takes too long. Plus you got to deal with all the NRC regulations, you got to deal with all the bureaucracy, you got to somehow find the money for all this, and you know where Congress is sending all the money. So there's no way this could happen, especially with nuclear. And this is all backed up by the International Energy Agency, the Brookings Institute, and the Council on Foreign Relations. So I'm not just saying this blindly, I am vetting this information. And another thing, and I did cover this in a previous video of mine. Let's say you're a politician and you're running for President of the United States, alright? You say, screw it, we're gonna do it anyway. I don't care how much money it costs, we're gonna do it for the people. Well, guess what? Oil and gas companies are still gonna lobby your political rivals anyway. So you can't even get this done through the legislatures, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And another advantage oil and gas have over renewable energy is that it allows us not just to make power, but it allows us to do so much other things. Oil and gas help manufacture literally everything. Polymers, additives, glues, rubbers, plastics, industrial lubricants, grease, petrochemicals, translation, shopping bags, phone chargers, toothpaste, computer parts, Tupperware, soap. It's in everything. Now, I am aware you can sidestep a lot of these problems by using biomass, fish and seed oils, and biodiesel for power generation. But you can't do that as efficiently or as effectively as pumping oil from the ground and then putting it on a tanker and then sending it to a refinery and then turning it into, rubber or whatever. You just can't. It isn't even close. Oil and gas already have the globalized infrastructure to, facilitate the manufacturing of fuels and plastic and all that stuff. Biofuel doesn't have that same scale. It doesn't. It costs money. You need lots of land to do it. It's not feasible and it's not practical. And with all that being said, I want to clear up a misconception about green energy. Green energy is not clean energy, alright? Outside of nuclear, it's a mess, right? Because think about it like this. Wind turbines, Those turbines have to be lubricated. They need oil. They need lubricants to make sure they're spinning all the time. All right. What about solar panels? Silver. Silver. You need silver out of the ground. You got to mine silver. You got to destroy the environment to get the silver. And another thing, right? What about all the computers and machinery used to facilitate all these systems? Cobalt, nickel, iron, copper, zinc. All of these things, they go into computers. They go into machinery. You need industrial greases and lubricants for the machinery as well. Hey, what about the steel and aluminium that gets processed from iron and bauxite respectively in these machine parts and solar panels? That causes pollution. What about the silicon, glass, aluminium and silver inside solar panels? A solar panel by itself will not cause pollution. But you know what does cause pollution? The manufacturing of a solar panel. Green energy is not clean energy. It's wrong and you're being lied to about it. It's a big misconception. Wind turbines, you need lubricants, as I said before. Hydroelectric turbines, or the turbines inside nuclear reactors, you need to lubricate those turbines. Those come from oil and gas, or mainly oil, because that's what you use to make the lubricant. Even clean energy, even facilitating clean energy is a dirty process by its very nature. Another reason we're not switching over from oil and gas is because it's in our roads. It's in the rubber we drive on the roads with. It's in the diesel-powered trucks we drive on the roads with our rubber tires. You know what I mean? This is why we're not switching. We're too dependent. Now, green energy does complement our existing energy infrastructure. An example would be building wind turbines on a farm instead of paying millions of dollars to route power lines to it. Maybe the nuclear reactor's shut down because it's being serviced. Alright, you got backup generators at the power station to power all the systems. It's fine. See how one complements the other? You don't have to use one or the other. We use both, alright? We use both to our convenience. That's basically my opinion anyway. Let me guys know what you thought in your opinion. You guys agree? You guys disagree? Let's talk about it in the comments section. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, favorite, turn on notifications, support my new channel. But also, let me know what I should cover in the future, because sometimes I run out of ideas. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, peace.